Hi guys, how are you doing? It's me from Makings Gaming. I'm just here with a deck profile I wanted to share. A deck that I used at the Stone Dragon Locals in June 2022. That tournament I played, I came first place. And the matchups I had there was, the first one was against Virtual World. That one I won 2-1. Then the second match was quite a tough one. It was quite evenly matched. That one I actually drew. Because of time, there was not enough time. That one was 1-1. Then the third and the fourth matches were both Sword Soul, which I both won 2-0. So let's further ado, let's go through the deck profile. Okay, in this tournament I used invoked branded shadows. So as normal, I used 3 Alistair. This card actually helped me a lot. Even if I didn't use it to fuse, for that at 1000 attack strength, if the opponent's monsters were stronger, then I could increase mine's attacks. Then the 2 invocations, the 3 magical meltdown, and teleforming. So this is the lineup for the invoked package that I used in this deck. The next ones were the branded. I used the 3 fallen. I used 3 fallen Albaz in this deck, along with the 3 branded fusions. They actually came up a lot in this tournament. Then just for an extra special summon, or if I needed to search for the branded fusion, I put in 1 Springton Skitty. Then for the Shadow lineup, the Shadow Dragon, Shadow Skomata, Shadow Windy, Shadow Beast, and Shadow Aerial. No Shadow Aerial, yes. Then for the traps and the spells for the Shadows, Shadow Schism, and 2 Shadow Fusions. Those are the ones for the Shadows. Then the normal fusions was Polymerization, the 3 Super Polys. These also came up. It has to be 3. Then I used King of the Swamp also to search for the polymerization, or for if I need to substitute for a name maybe like Dark Magician. I used the 1 Dark Magician. Then the Dogmatica package, a small Dogmatica package I used the 1 Dogmatica Ecclesia and a Dogmatica Flederis, and then the 2 Nadir Servants. Those are the monsters. Let's go over to the hand traps. The hand traps I used was the 3 Ash Blossoms. They also helped a lot, especially with the tokens and the summons from the deck. Then the Effect Veiler and the Skullmeister for the decks that uses effects from the graveyard. Then for the traps and the rest of the traps and magic cards, I used 3 Infinite Imperms for effect negations, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for the back row decks, 1 Cosmic Cyclone, and this is basically for the hand traps as well, Called by the Grave. Okay, that's the main deck. Then let's go over to the side deck. The side deck, I had a couple of hand traps as well, although it didn't come up much. I used 3 draw and lock birds in the side deck. The 3 ice dragon prisons, they also actually helped a lot, along with 2 dimensional burials. These actually helped a lot against the sword soul lineup as well, for the synchros. Then a solemn judgment and a 2 solemn strikes. Then ghost spell of the haunted. This one I didn't use actually, but it's always nice to have in the side deck, with a dino wrestler Pangraphobs and a lava golem for tributing your opponent's monsters for the problematic monsters, and then 1 Nibiru. Then let's go into the extra deck. The extra deck I used. Let's start with the invoked lineup. I only used 1 invoked Macabre, although a lot of people used 2, which is understandable. This is a very good card. Then invoked Purgatrio. This one also came up a lot. It won me a couple of games also. And the invoked Raijin. This one is also, it helps for the flips. And then invoked Ogudius. This is also a good card, especially for the extra attacks that you banish the fusions. So those are the invoked fusions I used. Then let's go over to the branded fusions. The branded fusions I used was Ablion, the branded dragon. I used 2 of those, mainly for the fusions, for the other fusions that is needed. Then the boss monster for the branded, I only used 1 Mirajade and 1 Titan Clad. This is also actually a very good card. And Lebellion, the Soaring Dragon. Those are the lineup I used for branded. Then for the other fusions, let's start with this one. Starving Venom is also a good card, especially against dark decks, although it didn't come much up against the Sword Soul lineup. Then this card actually won me a couple of the matches. This was a problematic card in this tournament. This is what actually won me this tournament. Then for the last ones are the Shadows. El Shadow Apkalone, always a good card to have in a deck for both effects. Then I had a 2 Windas and a 1 El Shadow Construct. They also came up a lot. So yeah, there you go. Those are the cards I used for this tournament. Looking forward to more.